Do you know there is one habit if you perform well, you can at least 5x your productivity? You might be thinking, what course do I need to take? What type of books do I need to read? Or what type of leadership management style do I need to practice? Well, none of the above. It's actually a practice everyone does every day and very few do it well. Yes, it is sleeping. No, it isn't your typical normal sleep that your grandmom told you to get. Rather, it is what I call effective and efficient sleeping. Many didn't think twice about the act of sleep, and many sleep wastefully. Yes, sleeping wastefully. You might be asking, what is a wasteful sleep? The kind that you wake up feeling groggy, not alert, feeling that you dreamt all night and didn't get the sleep that you wanted, or you spend 30 to 40 minutes rolling around on the bed and not being able to fall asleep, or the worst yet, wake up with a headache and force you to reach out for that ibuprofen.
Would you please get me some ibuprofen?
And render you with less than perfect cognitive performance for the rest of the day. Now, all of these are the telltale sign of a wasteful sleep. That you spend 6 to 8 hours invested in the sleep already, and you're supposed to be feeling restored and rejuvenated. However, what you received seems to be quite the opposite. You might be asking, as a high-power executive, isn't that poor sleep is normal anyway? Well, let's address that head-on. What is common doesn't make it normal. Nowadays, 80% of the elderly death comes from 4 conditions: coronary heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and Alzheimer's. But it doesn't make it normal for us humans to have to get them. Now, you can ask that to Harvard Medical School's or MD Peter Attier about this. What I am saying is the following. Yes, as a busy executive, you can still experience effective and efficient sleep like that of Jeff Bezos, Tim Cook, Oprah Winfrey. In this video, I want to show you why effective and efficient sleep matters and can elevate your productivity. How did I start it? And more important, why I do it. And the most important part yet is how you can do it as well. My name is Cavan, a sleep and performance coach with a functional medicine education background. I help busy executives to achieve their best cognitive performance through body, physiology, and mind upgrade so they can make the right decisions in the business world as well as their life as well. So why you should care about effective and efficient sleep? Well, it comes down to your return on investment. So you are already invested 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Like any good businessman and businesswoman, you should be expecting this investment to yield decent results. In this case, a more rejuvenated, refreshed, and energetic self will be a good answer. If you're getting that, congratulations.
Congratulations!
Sounds like you already found your own effective and efficient sleep methodology. Continue doing that. If you ain't getting it, then it sounds like you are getting less than optimum answer at the moment or even a negative ROI. Then if that's the case, I really want you to pull this conversation close to you. Ask yourself this question. What makes you willing to accept or even tolerate a negative ROI? And no, I am not asking you to sleep more hours here. Rather, I am talking about improving your sleep quality. To your defense, I suppose this probably fall into the you don't know category. You just don't know there's a skill set that's out there to improve your sleep quality, and you only hear about sleeping more hours in the media. In the West, this sleep revolution has begun. Many athletes are already treating their sleep as their non-negotiable routines. Why? Because our bodies are like well-oiled machines and they simply crash without proper rest. Ask Cristiano Ronaldo or LeBron James. Sleep is their best kept secret for peak performance. NBA stars even make commercials on how they emphasize sleep and pre-game nap. Sure, you and I might not be athletes, but let's be honest over here. Let's look back last quarter, that one big mistake that you make. Now, would it possible that your tiredness is a part of the reason that you commit such an error? Now take a pause on this and think about it. It's possible, right? Now, Silicon Valley CEOs and executives are already jumping on this bandwagon. They are treating sleep as the ultimate productivity hack. Think about Zuckerberg from Facebook, Nadella from Microsoft, Schmidt from Google. They all swear by their well-rested practice. Schmidt quote the following: "We all know that feeling when we are awake, productive and full of energy and happy to be alive. Those are the days when the fabric of life twists and turns in our favor and being productive is easy. Nothing can stop you." End quote. And they all attribute sleep to be the source of that feeling. Now, don't you want to have that? Now we know what successful business leaders do to uplift their productivity. What we need to do next is to find out how they do it. And that's where I come in. I'm going to give that to you for free, how they do it. You might be thinking, why do I even care about this and how do I even start doing this? Well, it actually all started in my mid-20s when I was working in Silicon Valley as an R&D engineer. At that time, I was knee-deep in endurance sports. Think marathons, ultramarathons, and triathlons. Being in that world, I was obsessed with research on how to enter into that float state fast and stay in there long so I can push through the pain and being unstoppable. So I did a lot of reading on nutrition, recovery, and mental disciplinary work. And in addition, being a 3-sport amateur means serious time commitment. Especially, I was juggling in between a demanding job, GMAT preparations, side hustle startups, all while adding on a 2-hour daily commute in the mix. Being effective and efficient literally is my middle name. So I'm not very different from many other people that are type A out there trying to achieve all the goals at the very limited amount of time. So I absolutely understand how you feel that you are trying to juggle between your business, your career, and your family, personal relationship, and so on and so forth. Then everything changed when my mom's health took a downturn. As an engineer at heart, I become laser focused on finding a root cause solutions for her. And that's when I discovered the path of functional medicines, a whole body approach to health. This is my first time that I realized how everything is tied together and how everything is only a matter of resource allocation. In my mind, I realized that there's always a finite amount of energy in that system and how anything too much or too little might actually affect your health harmonious balance. This will ultimately affect our health and our output as a business professional. Alright, so I hope you have a better understanding about me. Now you're probably thinking, so what exactly is the solutions for the effective and efficient sleep? Now, just want to let you know that what I will say to you now is not something that I will just preach to you. This is something that I'm also practicing myself daily. In fact, I have my clients practicing this too. So let me share with you a real life story first. A client of mine had a serious case of reliance on coffee for his energy and focus, and he also had a sleep disorder at night as well. Combining these two together, it actually affected his productivity and work significantly. Upon our consultation, we adjust his morning and before sleep routine and also the food intake. Now, he has been off caffeine for 1 month, while energy and focus level maintained throughout the day. In addition, his sleep disorder is slowly improving as well. So this is actually quite possible for you as well. No, I'm telling you right now, this is not magic. It is really about understanding your biology and giving it what it needs to thrive. And guess what? This will work for you so long as you have a body as well. Let's unlock your hidden potential at this moment, okay? The following is my 6 non-negotiable sleep hygiene practice that I practice and I also have my client practice. These are the moves that I practice on a daily basis, okay? Number 1 schedule. It doesn't matter whether you are going to sleep on a Sunday night or a Saturday night, Friday night, every night. Within 30 minutes of the same time you usually go to bed, okay? And you wake up usually within 30 minutes as well. Number 2, After 2 o'clock in the afternoon, stay away from your caffeine, okay? More specifically, I'm talking about coffee. Now, if you like coffee just like I do, stay with decaf coffee. And if you are interested to find out whether you're reliant on caffeine to help you to stay awake, or you rely on the smell, do a test, okay? What type of test? Ask someone to actually do a decaf and caffeinated coffee side by side and don't tell you what they are, and see which one actually keep you awake, okay? Try that. That's number 2. No coffee after 2 p.m. 3 hours before you go to sleep, no alcohol. Yes. 3 hours before you go to sleep, no alcohol. A lot of people say that, shouldn't you have a glass to just unwind yourself or something? Okay, let's just put it this way. 1 glass is always okay, but not 3 hours before you go to sleep. So if you were to go to sleep at 12, last cutoff maybe around 9 o'clock, okay? I would prefer you to drink even a little earlier. So that means happy hour time is the perfect time to have your drink, okay? And 1 or 2 maybe, all right? 4 is 4 hours before you go to sleep, no workout and no food. The later part is the important part, no food. I've done plenty of experiments that if I were to eat 4 hours, within 4 hours before I go to bed, actually I have worse sleep and my heart rate tends to be a bit higher. And that same goes with working out. If I have a zone 3 or higher workout, that means if you have 70 to 80% of your maximum heart rate type of workout 4 hours before you go to sleep, you're gonna have a tough time falling asleep because your body temperature is a bit too hot, okay? And number 5 is definitely gonna get some sun exposure. 15 minutes of sun exposure is what I highly recommend to everybody. Of course, if you can get it during the morning time, it's the best because it really help you to wake up and also help you to regulate your vitamin D as well, so you can actually get more melatonin at night, okay? Lastly is 30 minutes sleep ritual before you go to sleep. Now, this sleep ritual could be very straightforward. I always break it down into 3 parts. 10, 10, 10. 10 minutes for just a little bit of journaling or writing down things that you need to get done tomorrow. And 10 minutes, jump in the shower and get your hygiene all fixed up. And the last 10 minutes is literally for you to just relax. You can do stretching, you can do meditation, you can do guided visualization, whatever that's necessary for you to calm your mind, okay? All these practice are what I would recommend for you to do before you go to sleep, or maybe just earlier as well. And what you're trying to achieve with all these practice are the following. 1, encourage your melatonin production. 2, minimizing your body toxin overload situation, alcohol, okay? Number 3, promoting parasympathetic system that actually allow you to just relax. Number 4, release your mind from the task-oriented mindset. Number 5, actually prime your heart rate for the recovery, i.e. relax yourself for 10 minutes, okay? Basically, you are setting yourself up for a sleep success so you can go out and achieve a 5x productivity and mental clarity on the following day without stimulants. These are just some of the basic steps, and I'll encourage my clients to practice and moving into a more high-end type of advanced treatments, including drugs, let's say, after you practice this, okay? Of course, bear in mind, sleep is a very personal journey. While one person's sleep issue can be coming from a mindset, and other person's sleep issue can be related to physical or physiological factors. For those cases, I would offer my personal one-on-one consultation to address your special needs. Now, my ultimate goal is to optimize your cognitive performance so you can create success in your own term and making a real difference in your own life in the performance. Now, if you find the tips that I just gave you is easy to implement, please, I beg of you, go and use it. Don't waste it. Now, if you find it a little bit more challenging than just go out and implement that, then you can check the link below and click the link and find me for your one-on-one consultation and discovery call. It is free of charge for a very limited amount of time, okay? So most important is to take actions, and I'll see you soon.